Hi boys and girls, it's number work time again today, and we're going to be looking at the numbers from 50 up to 60. We're also going to be looking at addition work, some number sums using the numbers to 9. So you might want to have some Lego or something available for you to help with that. And of course, we're going to start today with a number to 100 song. So if you have a look in files and go to YouTube, and you can have a sing along to warm your brains up and maybe get some dancing going as well in your house. So let's look at these numbers from 50 to 60. Remember, it's really important that you remember what number comes after 59. That's the trickiest part to remember, because we know that all of these start with a 5 because they're in the 50s. But see today if you can concentrate on what comes after 59. We ready? So we've got 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. What comes next? Can you remember? 60. And you might help you to remember if you think about what comes after 5. If we know what comes after 5, that might help us to remember that after 59, it's 60, because it starts with a 6. And today, it's Maui who's joining us for our number work. He has heard about how good you are with your numbers, but he thinks he can trick you. Do you think he can? He's going to be hiding some of those numbers, and you'll need to write them down. The numbers in the 50s, did you notice what they all had in them? 5s today. So the numbers in the 50s are going to have 5s. So again, you make sure you've got your whiteboard and your pen ready so you can be writing down these numbers that Maui is hiding. So here is our first one. Remember, the trickier ones are in green, and all of our 50s are starting with a 5. Or if they're a little bit too tricky for you, don't worry. These numbers are just as good to practice as well. So, do we know what number comes after 4? If we add 1 on to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, then we get 5. Fantastic. And the same up here. 51, 52, 53, 54, and then 55. Well done if you got that one right. Good way to practice our number 5 today with that 55. Here comes Maui again. Are you ready? Let's see what he's landed on this time. Do you know what number it is? It's in between this time. Do you know what comes in between 1 and 3? The number in the middle, we say 1, then 2, 3. And for the 50s, just the same. In between 51 and 53 should be 52. And there it is. Remember, you need to make sure you're drawing your 5 first and then your 2. Okay, let's see where Maui's going to land next. Here he is. What number is it this time? Can you write it on your board? 1 bigger than 53. If we add on 1 to 53, or if we add on 1 to 3, what will we land on? 1, 2, 3, then 4. Or 51, 52, 53, and 54. Well done if you got that one right. Because he's back again. It's the smallest number this time. Remember, it might help us to count backwards to get to that number. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Or 52. What comes before 52? Should be 51. Well done if you got that one too. Fantastic. Alright, bigger numbers this time. Not starting at 51 this time, starting at 56. 56, 57, 58, 59, and 60. Remember, that's a tricky one. See if you can remember it. Or 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, let's see where Maui is going to jump first. Here he comes, ready. What number should that be? Can you remember? And between 7 and 9, 1 bigger than 7. After 7, we should have 8. Well, remember, that's the one that looks like a snowman, but we should draw it like not 2 circles. So what about up here? 56, 57, then 58 for that one. 5 and an 8. Last one. Do you know what it's going to be? Do you know where Maui's going to be landed on? Here it comes. Do you remember what comes after 59? Remember we talked about it? was after 5. What number could it be? 56, 57, 58, 59, and it's 60. Did you get it? Well done if you knew that one. Or 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. So impressed with your number work, boys and girls. And so now we're ready for our addition work. So remember, when we're adding, that means it's getting bigger. We're finding out how much there is all together. And today we need number block number 9. So I've got my 9 cubes ready. Can you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because sometimes number 9 likes to be a square, doesn't it? Or you might choose to be in a long straight line as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So if you have your cubes ready, you can use that to join in, or you can continue to write your number sums on your whiteboard and pen while we do this at the same time. Okay, let's start with our first number sentence. I thought this was one that you would maybe remember, because we know that number 9 likes to be a square because he's 3, add on 3, add on 3. And so 6 is just 3 add on 3, so that's 2 lots of 3 together, which means we've still got to add on another 3. So 6 plus 3. That could be our first number sentence that makes 9. And so let's have a look and see what that would look like if we wrote down 6, add on 3. So do you know what that would be? If we put the 6 and the 3 back together again, what would the number be? It should be 6 plus 3 equals 9. And there. 3, 3, and 3. 6 plus 3 equals 9. Okay, can you think of another number sentence that would give us the answer 9? Wonder what you can think of. What numbers add together to make 9? Let's see what I put for the next one. Maybe it'll be the same as what you're thinking. This time I've chosen 4. So I've made my number 9 into a big long line this time, and I'll take off 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you see how many are left, 4 plus what makes 9? I know 4 plus 4 makes 8, so it must be 4 plus 5 that makes 9. 4 plus 5 equals 9. Let's have a look at the number sentence for that one. We would have to have 4 add 5. And we know that 4 add on 5 equals 9. It does. 4 add on 5 equals 9. Okay, can you think of another number sentence that gives us the answer 9? Let's have a look. This time I've chosen octoblock. So let's see if I can turn my 9 into octoblock. There it goes. Okay, so I've got octoblock here, 8. How many more to get back to 9? Octoblock plus 1. 8, add on 1, there it is. And 8 plus 1 more equals 9. So let's look at our number sentence for this one. We've got 8 add 1, and you know that 8 add 1 equals 9. Because 8 is just 1 smaller than 9, isn't it? It's just the number that comes before 9. Or 9 is 1 bigger than 8, the number that comes after it. And here is our number sentence here as well. 8 add on 1 equals 9. Now there are lots of other number sums that you might be able to think of that give you the number 9, and you'll see them in your worksheet today. So just like we've done the last couple of days, we've just got to count how many we can see and then fill in the answer, find out what it equals. So crisp packets today, we've got 1, 2 packets here. Oh, we didn't do this number sentence with the cubes yet. Do you know what 2 goes with to make 9? Let's count and find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 2 plus 7, do we know what it equals? We can go back and count them all to check how many there is all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 altogether. There we go. Let's try another one together before you get started. Here we are. Can you see how many crisp packets there are here? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3 this time. Do you know what goes with 3 to make 9? Do you remember when we had them in groups of 3? What did we add on to 3 to make 9? We count it to check. Should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 plus 6. And what does 3 plus 6 equal? Let's count them all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the number stories, all the stories of 9 are in the files page again, and you don't need to print off the worksheet. If you just write me down your number sentences, that would be great.